Have you ever wondered what the best time of the year to buy a sports card is? Let's use this Joe Burrow rookie Prism Silver PSA 10 card as our case study. And like always, the data is from Card Ladder. There's no affiliation, no sponsorship. I just love their product. Now we're going to use this card for a couple reasons. One, it's got a pop count of just over 2,000 cards. Being a Prism Silver card, it's obviously not a base card. It's on a better stock. It's not on something like Donruss or Score, but it's also not a super short print at a 10 out of 25 or an RPA, a National Treasure. That's very tough for most of us to get. And because of the expense of those cards, they don't get sold quite that often. Meaning this card is good enough that it's sought after, but it's not too expensive, so it actually gets sold so we can see sale data and what happens with the price throughout the year. Looking at the last year of data, meaning Super Bowl time last year, we can see his card maxed out at $5,100 US. And if you look over here, the last card price sold was $2,350 US, so we can see another peak coming. There's also this little moderate peak right here, and this is in August and September, right before the season starts and that NFL hype train ramps up. Now my belief has always been buy the cards in the off season, and we can see a significant dip in his card prices over the off season between the Super Bowl and preseason football happening, but there's also not a lot of card sales at this time as most people were probably holding them for the future. What's more surprising to me is this dip here where it goes to about $1,200 US, and that's in season between October and November when the season was just puttering on, when most of the card world was talking about this upcoming class and what's going to happen as far as their pricing and what was happening to last year's super hype class as they were all faltering. Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields got off to a bad start. Trey Lance got hurt and left for the season. All the while, the best young quarterback in the league was just playing football and nobody was buying his cards. So what's the lesson here? I think star players, we forget how good they are day to day, week to week. And during the season when other players are getting hyped up, it's actually a really good time to invest in their cards. By the time it gets back around the playoffs and we remember how damn good these guys are, the prices are going to skyrocket right back up to where they were last year's playoffs. This is just one case. But when you look at this data, is this going to change how and when you buy sports cards?